Hello, in this video, I want to install KinD on an EC2 instance, on this particular EC2 instance. And if you observe that the instance type that I chose when I was creating this EC2 instance was T2 micro for more computational power, right? So because to install KinD, I need to have Go installed as a prerequisite, which is Go is Golang, right? So but before we install KinD, what is KinD? KinD is KIND. So the K is Kubernetes, then IN is in Docker. So basically, as you can see here, KinD is a tool for running local Kubernetes cluster using Docker container node. So let me explain that. For normal Kubernetes, right, you have your you have your cluster, and your cluster comprises of nodes. Now that node comprises of like kind of like your virtual machines, right? So, but for KinD, your cluster composes of containers, which is so those containers, Docker containers, they are now like your nodes, right? So let's go right into install KinD, right? And not only that, we are going to also, you are going to create a config.yaml file where we are going to create, a cluster, right? So so let's just go. So I'm going to come here, right? This is the EC2 instance. I'm going to come here. I'm going to connect remotely to this EC2 instance. So I'll click on connect and I'll come here. I'll click on the copy the command. Then you can open your, I'm using git bash. So let me increase the, so I'm using git bash. So the first thing is that you need to ensure that you are inside the folder where your key, the key that you use in creating. So let me paste, sorry, not this. Let me paste this command that I copied here. So this command, let me paste this command. So this is the key that I'm talking about, right? Docker-host1.pem or whatever name, you need to ensure that you are inside the folder where that key is. So let me come back here. If I do ls, you will see that that key is there. So you see that the key is docker host, .pem. So I'm inside the folder where that key is. So you need to ensure that. So let me clear. And then I'm going to paste that command that I copied to connect remotely to the EC2 instance. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let me go back and copy the command again. So this is the command. This is the command. Then I'm going to paste it straight instead of, so this is it. Okay. So now I'm inside the EC2 instance with an Ubuntu operating system. So I'm going to clear and since KinD is you have Kubernetes in Docker, right? The Docker container, they are like, they are like the nodes, right? You need to have Docker installed. For me, I already installed Docker. If you look at you need to have Docker installed, right? So let me check. So I already have Docker installed. So, and if you want to install Docker, let me see. I think this is the documentation for that. So you can just come to Docker. So you see that this documentation, install Docker on Ubuntu, and then you just follow you just start from here. You just start from here and you run all these commands. And once you are done with all these commands, you run step 2, 3. And once you are done with that, you can just come down to post installation step for Linux. And then you run this command, and that will be it. So let's get back to install. So now if you look at, if I type go, the command is not found, so I need to install Go, right? I need to install Go. So I'm going to use this command to install Go, sudo apt install Goland, right? So let me clear first. And then I'll paste. So that will be installed. That will be installed. Okay, is installing. This is currently in progress, and now is done, right? So if I type go version, um, so, so is here is it go flag provided but not defined. So let me say go version. So that's it right there, right? So that's goal is installed. So the next thing I'm going to do is now is I'm going to I want to install the kubectl command, right? This is the Kubernetes command line tool. So I'm going to install that, copy, let me clear, and then paste. That will be installed. Okay, that might take a while. So let's just see. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be okay. So it's done. Let me clear the screen. Now, if I run the command ls-la kubectl, right? So if I run the command, you see that. So you will see that it's downloaded the kubectl file, right? But it is not in executable mode. It's not in executable mode. So we have to change the permission for it to be executable. So I'm going to use this command to change the permission. So this chmod plus x kubectl. Okay. So next I need to, so if I run the command again, so kubectl, see that it's a command not found. So I need to the next thing I need to do is to move the kubectl, which already has all permission configured, into the folder, the directory where all binaries are located. So I'm going to use this sudo mv, which is mv is move, right? I'm going to use this command, move this to this. So now if I type kubectl, so you see that, yeah. So I have that. See that kubectl version. I have this. So let me clear. Okay, we are making good progress. So the next thing we are going to do now is to install KinD, KIND, which is Kubernetes in Docker. So as we can see from here, let me come back here. If you look here, so if I come to home, quick start, right, installation, right, one can start from here. On Linux, you can just start from here. Just copy this command, so So, yeah, so I'm going to just use this command, and I have another documentation right here to make things easy for me. So I'll just use this command, paste, and enter. So that is being installed. Okay, that's done. Then I'm going to use this, so I'll have to change the permission, right? Just like we did for kubectl. I'll change the permission, copy, chmod plus x kind. So I'll change the permission. Next, just like we did previously, we have to move, that's our file to the right folder or directory. Move it. So now if I check on KinD version, so I have it there. So that's it. That's it. So in the next video, I'm going to create KinD config file, right? So that's it. Thank you.